90s, I managed to acquire myself a Talbot Sunbeam. Yeah, that square thing. The same car that was made the Lotus Sunbeam rally car. And you know what? It was great. I had this just after a 1.6 Capri. Now the Talbot was also a 1.6 and an automatic. And in comparison, it felt super duper nippy. Oh! Oh, yes it did indeed. Enough of that. It was red, or more pink actually, because the paint was very, very faded. And I didn't know about waxing and stuff like that, so it was just left as it was. It was also rather damp on the inside due to a very, very leaky sunroof. It was all gaffer taped up, and when I peeled off the gaffer tape, it leaked even more. I remember a few occasions with this car beating people from the lights because it took off rather well. One day I surprised a chap in a 205 GTI. It was 1.9. I was next to it with the lights and suddenly I just set off. I was ahead of him, but not for long, because the chubby bald-headed man soon put his foot down and shot past me, probably going more than the speed limit. I almost run someone's leg over in this car. Yeah, I was giving some people a lift home from the pub one night, and they was climbing out because it was only a 3-door. Was it a 3-door or did you call it a 2-door? I don't know, I don't remember. But anyway, there was this young lady climbing out of the back, and as she stepped out, I accidentally took my foot off the brake pedal and it sort of lurched forward, and she did this. She did one of those, and she was okay, which was good. I'm sure there were many stories I could tell you about this car, but most have been forgotten. I don't remember the registration. I know it was a V-Reg, and I don't remember whether it broke down. It didn't. I don't remember why I got rid of it, to be absolutely honest. Yeah, why did I get rid of it? It was actually quite a good car. Besides all the damp on the inside and stuff like that, it was very... I think it broke down. Yes, it did. It stopped working one day and it never went again. Bit of a revelation, that. I don't think I would have ever remembered that otherwise. One memory really does spring to mind with this car though. One day, I was out with another young lady and we drove over the tops, over towards the Saddleworth Moor. And we stopped in a car park, and then somebody nearby was pointing at the car. And I didn't know why, but then I looked and I discovered that the back tyre was completely flat. And this particular car park was 18 miles from home. And some things I didn't have. One was a spare wheel or a jack. And they didn't really have mobile phones, particularly at the time. And I certainly didn't have one. So I had no way of contacting anybody or anything. So what we had to do was basically leave the car in the car park and set off walking home over the moors. This particular young lady was a very, very cheery type up until that moment.